Unit, first lesson, understanding the concept of start and stop procedure of SAP ABAP system. So first we have to understand what is SAP system. So as I said earlier also in the previous class, SAP system is a combination of multiple instances. So we will be having uh, ASCS instance. We are having primary application server, PAS, and we are having additional application server. Additional application servers are uh, optional. These are the optional, and we are having one database instance. So SAP system is a combination of one or more application server plus one database instance, and it is represented by three characters. Like if I type about S4Q. So in S4Q is our SAP system that contain ASCS instance, that contain primary application server, but that doesn't contain any optional because it is optional part, so it doesn't contain. So it's not there. And here we are having different file system. So what are the file system, how the instance is going to start and stop, we are going to see. So we will be having different file system for different types of instances. ASCS instance, the file system would be like this: USR, SAP, our SID is S4Q, then instance number. Our instance number is ASCS. So it is represented by, okay, so we will see everything practically on our uh, system. We log in into the quality system. We just try to log in into the quality system using SAP MC. Then you will be getting the clear idea. We can go to N drive. Under N drive we got SAP MC tool. With that tool we can stop the SAP system. We can see the complete information also. Okay, so we got I am just giving you S4Q system. In S4Q system, S4Q ADM. So we got ASCS instance. ASCS instance, we got dialog instance 21, and we got another dialog instance. So we got two dialog instance and one ASCS instance. ASCS instance is represented by 20 number. Number is 20. If we go to the computer system, okay, at OS level how it is looking like, at OS level how it is represented, like we are just go to the putty S4Q host, S4Q ADM, and the password is secret 2023. Okay, we are now able to connect to the S4Q system. Now we will want to see the directory pwd. So I want to change directory USR SAP SID. Our SID is S4Q. Now I type what is the directory we are having here. So USR SAP SID is having directory ASCS instance, dialog instance, dialog instance. So how it is represented at here? S4Q, then we are having ASCS number 20. right? This is clear. This is PAS. How it is represented? Like here, it is dialog instance. So it is written here D21. This is optional part, but it is also we are having here. It is represented at OS level like this: USR SAP SID. Then instance number is D22. Right. This part is clear, and all these three is sharing a common transport directory. All these three instances are sharing a common transport directory, that is known as USR SAP SID sys. Under sys directory, this is common. Under sys directory, this is common. So you can see here we got sys directory also. Sys directory, sys directory. So what? Okay, so this is the architecture of your uh, SAP system. Now the thing is, if suppose we are going to start and stop the SAP system, which instance will be stopped first? Whenever we are going to stop, which instance will stop first? We have to understand. If we are going to stop the whole system, which instance will be first stopped? So this is the sequence. First, what will stop? AAS or PAS, primary application server or additional application server. Second, ASCS or database instance. When we are going to start, what is the sequence? First, what will start it? ASCS or database, and then second, PAS or so whenever we are going to stop, this instance will be stopped first, and whenever we are going to start, this instance will be started first. So this is the sequence. Then we are having different tools to start and stop the SAP system. We are having the tool, we can use SAP MC tool to start and stop the SAP system. We can use this tool also, SAP MC tool. We can use command line tool, SAP control. We can use another tool, SAP MMC, Microsoft Management Console. So these are the three tools to start and stop the SAP system. Tools to start and stop SAP system. So
all this one is SAP tools.
yeah, all these are the SAP tools, but this tool only work in the Windows operating system, SAP MMC. SAP MMC tool will work if SAP system installed on Windows. Installed on. Like it will not work.
Linux, huh?
Yeah, it will not work for the Linux operating system. But SAP MC can work for both, and this can also work.
Yeah, all this one needs some minor information about Linux, how to use, how to
Yes,
start, how to stop.
right. So to use this SAP MC tool, I have even provided the link. I have uploaded this tool, and I have given to Osama, and Osama have checked this tool in his PC also. And last Friday we did, last Thursday we did this activity. If anybody want SAP, this tool, SAP Management Console, this tool you have to download. You have to download. This is not inbuilt tool.
Via as a user, huh?
Yes, as user, but he downloaded. But again, there are thousands, or it's like ocean. He has downloaded, but maybe the version and other things were not okay. So I have shared this tool. I have shared this tool to Osama, because I have just copied the tool which is present here. I have copied SAP MC, this one. I have just zip file and uploaded, and then I have shared to If anybody want, they can, I can share to them.
Please, can
Yes.
you share it with us?
Yes, yes, I have already shared. Okay. Okay, so I will share, I will share you in the later, means after some time I will upload and I will share. So we are having different tools. SAP MC we have to download and then we have to like configure and then we can connect. SAP control we don't have to do anything. SAP control tool
Yeah.
can be started
Use
command line
yeah.
tool. It's a command line tool. Now you can see here my S4Q system is running. Now I want to shut down my S4Q system, so I can use SAP control. SAP control minus nr instance number. My instance number is 21 minus function stop. Suppose I want to stop only 21. I am having 20, 21, 22. Then I can use this stop. If I want to stop everything 21, 22, then I can type stop system. Stop
Mm.
system. So if I say stop system, now you can see the quality system will be down. If I just refresh it here, it will be down. So it is going to stop which system first? It is going to stop first dialog instance D22 or D21 is going to stop first. Now you can see D21 stopped. Now D22 is getting stopped. The color, with the color you can see here. Now it is stopping the ASCS instance. Now it is stopping the ASCS instance. ASCS instance also stopped and the database got stopped. So in this way, the sequence is, this is the sequence. First, when we are going to stop, AS instance or PS instance will be stopped and then ASCS or database will be stopped. Whenever we are going to start, first ASCS instance, ASCS instance or database will be started and second PS and AS will be started. So before shutting down the system, before shut down the system, we have to check SM04, no user should be login, no user login. SM04, AL08, we have to check no users are login. SM37, no jobs are running, no jobs running. And SM02, we can create a message that we are going to shut down from that particular time, uh, and we have to check SM13 also. SM13, no update is going on, no update is. So these are the T code we have to use before performing the shutdown. We have to check no user should be login, no job is running, no update is running, and then we can create a message that we are going to shut down the system from this time to this time. And if anybody have not they are performing their task, so they can avoid that particular time.
And
So
normally, such a request can be done in the weekend or afternoon.
yes, so normally it is like shut down on the weekend and maybe on the night time when there is a less load in the system.
Mm.
And why we have to shut down? Now the question comes, why we have to shut down? So we have different reasons why we have to shut down, because there could be several reasons why we have to restart SAP system, because we have changed parameters. Change static. When we are going to change the static parameter, you have to start the system. Second thing, maybe some maintenance activity. You have to update the OS, operating system, or hardware you have to update. Then obviously the SAP system application also will be down. Maintenance activity, you are going to apply the support packs, support packs you are going. So there could be several reasons to restart the SAP system. You are going to change the parameter, maintenance activity, support packs. So uh,
OSS not needs to restart. You
no,
mentioned before.
OSS note OSS note doesn't require the restart.
Installing new RAMs needs to restart.
Installing, yeah, you are going to change the hardware. So in hardware you have to shut down, like you are like inserting some additional memory, or you are going to change some hardware related, then obviously you have to restart the whole system. Operating system will be shut down, the SAP system will also be shut down, then it is going to be restarted.
Sanjay, if you can do some favor and add all the Linux commands you mentioned,
Mhm.
like this place, like the subcontrol one, because it will be good reference for us, as you know.
Yes, yes, we can. I will like mention. First unit we are just going to discuss the general discussion. Later on, we are having the complete uh, SAP control related commands would be there. So I will document SAP control, DPMon, operating system, SUSE Linux related commands that can be used to
But
monitor the
database,
SUSE.
so database, all this one.
Yes, yes. We are going to see, like, we are having lot of commands at like SUSE Linux operating system, SUSE SLES, SUSE Linux operating system. So we can use YAST command, YAST command. We can use stops command. Uh, we can have ls CPU command. We have lot of commands. Disk uses command, du command, dir command, uh, du and df command. Disk files,
Change directory.
yeah, change directory, cd for change directory. I will mention all these commands later on.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay, so now we start our first lesson, understanding the concept of start and stop of the system. So we can see here we are having the structure USR SAP SID, then we are having the instance number, like here USR SAP SID, then instance ASCS instance number 20, dialog instance 21, dialog instance 22, and one is common USR SAP SID sys. This is common for all the directories. Each instance is having local directory, local binary path. Binaries are stored into the exes. They have the local locks. Locks are stored into the work directory, and they have the local data, and locks are there. How the system
Can you
is.
back one step back?
Yes,
I know the log and the data, and it's what is the work for?
yes, work for
It's
the,
called the
yeah, work for the log. So whenever we are going to use the system logs are stored here. System log logs are stored here, but whenever there is a like some trace file, logs files are there, they are going to stored into the work directory. So okay, we can see, we can verify each and everything. No need to assume anything. We can see here, we can go to the OS level. Okay, we go to the change directory, USR, SAP, SIDs S4Q, and we can go to one of the instance D21. Okay, so then we can type ls command to list ls. We can see here we are having data directory, exe directory, IGS directory, log directory, security directory, and work directory. Security and IGS directories they have not mentioned there. Security and IGS directory they have not mentioned. Or we can use the ls minus lrt command also. lrt lrt will show the permission also. So in Unix operating system, we got the different types of directories. So here we got ls minus lrt. Here we can see the permission, directory permission. D means directory. Permission is read, write, execute. RWX. This user ID, this user SID ADM can read, write, and execute. Read, write, and execute. So uh, now we will see the log. Under log, what is there? So we can change directory. CD means change directory. We can go to the log directory, log, then ls minus LRT. We can see what is inside this. Inside this we are having the log. We are having audit related logs. We are having, you can see, we are having normal related log information is stored here. S log, system log. In SM21 whatever we are seeing the data, they are stored here. System log directory is there. And okay, so now we go back.
And from time to time, can we delete these logs because it
Yes,
is
yeah, we can.
consuming
Yeah,
unit
we,
disk?
yes, we can yeah, we can delete also. So now I want to see what is my current directory. So to see the current directory, you can see the pwd. So right now I am into USR SAP SID instance under log directory. I want to go back to the previous directory. I have to type cd dash dash. I will now move back to the previous directory. Two times you have moved. So you can see here, earlier my directory was USR SAP SID D21, then log directory. I have come back here. Now I want to see the uh, how much space it is consuming. Each of these files, I can use df command or du command, disk uses command, or df minus ltr, df minus
PDF family.
df, only df command is going to work. Yes. So
So
disk
for the shared files, where it is stored here, I can share it. I can see it. Shared file.
shared file is here, not into this directory. Shared file is into different directory. That is USR SAP SID. Then you have to go sys directory, sys, sys directory. Sys directory is shared. Sys directory is shared for all the instances. And inside this we are having these files, global, profile, exe files are there. This is the shared directory. If all the instances are running on different machine, but in our case what is happening here, in our case everything is running in one machine. This is not in here. Here everything is running on one machine, S4Q host. But normally it doesn't happen like this. It is happening like this. You are having ASCS instance, it is running on S4Q host 1. This is running on different machine. This is running on different machine. In real scenario it is not like that. uh, all the instances is running in one machine, all the instances are running on different machine. But in our current case everything is running in one machine. So like there is not much use of this shared file system. Okay, so now we will see how the first instance with NQ but without dispatcher. ASCS doesn't contain any dispatcher. It contains the NQ service and message service. So it is going to start at first instance with NQ and with dispatcher. In earlier system we got the central service instance that is going to start, and then instance without an instance NQ will be started. So this is the sequence. Which instance will be started first? First ASCS database will be started first. If database is not started, even ASCS instance can be started first, and then you are having ASCS and uh, AS and PS will be started. Stop is just opposite of that one. How to start stop? We are having different tool, SAP MC or management console. We can use the command line tool also. So we have the provide the basic management services. We can have SAP MMC. We can monitoring the status. We can read the log files from these two tools. We can provide the technical information. So all the informations can be checked from SAP MC tool. This is very nice tool. With this tool we can perform like here. My system is shut down. S4Q system is gray. Gray means shut down. Even after that, I can see the alerts. I can see the current status. Everything can be seen from here. Everything. I want to start and stop, I can just click here, I can start here. It's very very useful, this SAP MC tool. And here uh, or we can use the command line tool also. In the command line tool we must have to use SAP control and we must know the commands. So later on we are going to see the different options under SAP control command. So SAP S4 HANA systems can only be installed in SUSE Linux and Red Hat Linux operating system. So what happens at the uh, when we boot SUSE Linux operating system? So whenever we are going to boot the operating system, this operating system boot initialization script is going to run. In the initialization script, they are going to read the init file. In this init file, if you can mention when your SAP system will be automatically started or not. So it is going to read SAP initialization script. In SAP initialization script, it is going to read SAP services, and then it is going to call the SAP Start SRV process. SAP Start SRV process is going to read the profile file and it is going to start the SAP system. It is going to start the SAP CP program, dispatcher program, work process program. If it is not started, you can manually start. Manually we can start from SAP MC, SAP control or SAP MMC. These are the three tools. With that tool we can start, or we can specify uh, that if our system got restarted, SAP system also restarted automatically. In the Unix, this was the Unix operating system. Some of the like SAP system run on Windows operating system, like Solution Manager. Solution Manager you can install on Windows operating system also. So in Windows operating system, we got the registry. There we don't have the initialization files. Here, there we got the registry. So whenever we are going to start the Windows operating system, in the Windows operating system services control manager started, it read the registry and it will start the SAP Start SRV service. It is going to read the profile file and it can start the SAP instances. We can manually start the SAP instances from these tools like SAP MC, SAP control, or through SAP MMC.
What is the SOAP communication for?
SOP means service oriented architecture communication. In this case, like we are sending some services. Like whenever we are going to like use this tool, this tool is calling some services at architecture level, at OS level, and through HTTP it is going to start. Because you can see here we are connected here, and this tool is using service oriented architecture. So it is calling some service. These services will be responsible for starting and stopping the SAP system. So you can see all the green color. Here it is showing the green color. So whenever we are using SAP MC, SAP control, and SAP MMC, it is services we are calling. And black color, it is execution, operating system execution, SAP Start SRV. If operating system is going to start the SAP system, then they are going to like use the registry file. In the registry file you can mention SAP will automatically get started. So we have a command start SAP automatically. So SAP system will automatically start it. So we can think about like this. Suppose this is the operating system, Windows operating system, and here we are having SAP installed. SAP installed. Suppose we shut down, we restart. We restart this operating system. With the restart of operating system, SAP will automatically get started. SAP will automatically get started. In this case, the operating system is going to start the SAP. We are not manually starting. If we are going to manually starting, then it is going to use SOP communication to like start the particular service oriented architecture protocol. SOAP means service oriented architecture protocol. It is going to call the service. If suppose I want to uh, start SAP, we want to stop SAP, we want to check the status of the SAP, we can start. So right now you can see here, I have stopped the SAP system. I want to start the SAP system. I click here, start. When I am going to start, it is going to start in a particular sequence. So first our ASCS will be started first. You can see here, it will be started first, and Dialog instance will be start.
Sanjay, would you please?
Hmm.
I have a question, please.
Yes, yeah, please tell me.
I'm a little bit confused because what I know that when I need to stop system,
Mm-hmm.
it should happen via
Mm-hmm.
two steps. The first to stop the application first,
Mm-hmm.
and then to stop the database.
Right.
Uh, in this SAP MC,
Hmm.
you do it via one click,
Yes.
just to stop and to start,
Yes. So
right? You mean the one click do the two steps?
no, no, it is in one click because it will depend on the database to database. You are absolutely right because you are using S4 HANA. In S4 HANA, the database cannot be stopped by SAP MC tool. This SAP MC tool cannot stop the database in one click. So you have to perform two clicks here. Whenever we are going to use SAP MC, it is going to use the SAP application. It is going to start and stop the SAP application. With SAP MC application, you can start and stop the database. So you have to perform two click here. You are absolutely right. You have to perform one for application and one for database. One for database. One for application, one for database. But if this is only for HANA database, but suppose your SAP application like HANA database cannot be integrated directly in this way. But suppose some case, let me show you. We have the solution manager. I am just going to log in into the solution manager. Uh, okay, so first you try to understand from here. When I click on the S4 queue, are you able to see the database host here? Database host is mentioned here. Is it here? Are you able to see the database host?
No.
No, you are not able to see. So whenever we are going to start and stop, we are not starting and stopping the database. Database is here, separate database. S4 queue, sorry, HAQ is there. But if I go to solution manager, SMA, are you able to see the database inside the solution manager?
Yes.
So whenever we are going to start and stop, it can start and stop the database also. So it will depend, you are absolutely right, it will depend on SAP application to application. If it is S4 HANA application, it is two-step procedure, but if it is a solution manager, it is a one-step procedure. You can start and stop the database also. In this case, we have to provide two user ID. One is for the application and one ID for the database also. So you can see here, I log in here and I provide the SMA ADM and password secret 2023 log on. Okay, so but to stop the database, I cannot stop the database. To stop the database, I have to provide the database user ID also. If I want to stop the database, I can. If I just click on the top level, top tree can stop everything. Top tree can start everything. But we require the database user ID. But in this case, S4 HANA systems, there is a separate application, separate database. But in other earlier applications where the database is MaxDB, DB2, Oracle, that can be having the integrated kind of. Is it
Okay,
clear?
thank you. I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So whenever we are going to start, first ASCS instance will be started, then primary application server, and then additional application server will be started. So what happens actually when we are going to start? This is very you have to try to understand
I,
what.
for this question, which tool is better for handling this request? It is MC or SAP control? Which one
See,
can
best
optimize?
best tool is SAP MC. This tool is very small tool. Last Thursday I have given this to Osama, and then I will provide you today also. Maybe I will check and I will upload and provide you guys also. This is very small tool. In this tool you can see graphical user interface. All the options are very easy and everything is very easy. SAP control you can perform through SAP control also, but in SAP control you have to remember the commands. If you miss anything, then you will not be able to like run. Here the problem is you can make the mistake also. It's a very very huge command. In SAP control is a huge lot of options are there. So you have to you must be knowing the correct way. This benefit of this SAP control is you don't have to like download, it is inbuilt. But with SAP MC you have to download, or you must be having that file. With that file you can connect and perform all the tasks. The
So it will be done once, and after that it will be available.
yes, yes. So
Yes, صباح الفل. صباح الجمال. Okay.
Sanjay, this tool also deal with high availability and the clustering between the production. We have two servers. We make it clustering between each other and high availability. This tool can deal with it.
for high availability, so it will depend on the clustering, which cluster solution you are going to implement. Are you using HACMP or Microsoft clustering solution? Clustering solution it is not able to do. Clustering we have to talk with the clustering provider. If you're talking about HANA cluster, HANA clustering you can see in the cockpit. If you are using HANA clustering, suppose if you are talking about this HANA system is being clustered to some. So we have two types of clustering. One is HANA clustering, another is uh, application level high availability system. In application level high availability system, we are having some standby, standby application servers. That is your meaning. You are talking about HA or DR, high availability or so. Okay, let me just describe. In high availability, we are having one standby server. In disaster recovery site, uh, DR, we will be having the replication. Replication means whatever the data is residing written into the primary site, it is replicating into the secondary site. So suppose I am having primary site is located in Cairo, and secondary site is located in Dammam or Dubai. So all the data is replicated here. So if you want to see these things can be seen from a tool. Tool name is HANA Cockpit. SAP HANA Cockpit. With SAP HANA Cockpit, we can see the replication of primary site to secondary site, and everything can be set up also. Through HANA Cockpit, we can see the replication. If we are talking
We
about,
already implemented the two setup, high availability and the disaster recovery.
yes, so high availability, you can also see from HANA Cockpit. It can also be seen from the HANA Cockpit. From you can see with the HANA Cockpit. But
You
it is
mean we can manage the high availability from HANA Cockpit, not from SAP MC?
SAP MC can also see like the instances. So it will depend like because how the like what is who is taking control of the heartbeat. Heart Heartbeat is controlled by the cluster solution. So in your organization, who is providing the clustering?
I think the OS level.
Yeah, OS level. So some company would be involved. It is not done by SAP HANA. If it is done by
Mm.
SAP HANA, then HANA Cockpit you can see. But if it is not provided by the SAP HANA, then we cannot see that part. Getting my like the heartbeat is provided by the clustering. If the cluster solution is provided by SAP, then you can see. If it is not provided by SAP, it is provided by third party, then we cannot see. So for high availability, we have to check. You can miss. I will provide you the HANA MC, and you can check whether you can try to add the instance here. You can try to connect with the like from here. You can try to connect with the passive instance, and you can check whether it is able to connect or not. Because how the things are happening, if we see it here, we got the ASCS instance. ASCS instance is communicating all the instances. ASCS instance is going to communicate with uh, your active instances and your passive instances, and the heartbeat every 10 second, every 1 minute. So how frequent the heartbeat is going on, and who is controlling the heartbeat. So that is the uh, use case of high availability solution, the cluster solution. Cluster is can be set up by SAP HANA itself or by the third party or with the hardware. So we have to check. uh, so we have the dependency, on the clustering solution. Apart from that, we can see everything from the uh, SAP MC, in SAP MC, because in this course we don't have any cluster solution for application level, but maybe you guys might be attending another course. That course is related to HA 201. There you are going to discuss about HA and DR. HA, DR. This is for 3 days. So you are going to set up the complete infrastructure, and we will be having multiple scenarios. There we will be having active passive, um, HA sites. We are going to set up the DR site also. So there we can see. But right now we cannot do hands-on because we don't have any cluster solution. But if it is provided by SAP, you can check in SAP MC. It should be available.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now we will see whenever we are going to start the SAP system, what is happen. At first, what happen? When we start the SAP system, when we start SAP system, what will happen? So first it is going to start SAP program. The program name is SAP CPE. SAP CPE program get called first. SAP CPE program call. This program is going to copy the binary files. If suppose on a particular machine some binary files got corrupted, so your instance will not be started. So whenever we are going to start, this program is got first called SAP CPE. Okay, now we will try to like understand. So first the program SAP CPE called, it will it will like copy missing files from shared drive to local machine of instance. So whenever we are going to start the SAP system, this program is get first called SAP CPE program. It will copy the missing files from shared drive. Shared drive is USR SAP SID sys directory, from shared drive to the local machine of the instances, and then it is going to start the suppose we are starting primary application server. It will start dispatcher first, then it will start ICM, it will start IGS, it will start gateway, it will start work processes. So there would be a sequence. So what is the sequence? You can read all this information from the, we can read this information from profile file. In the profile file, everything is mentioned, how the uh, it is going to start the system. Okay, so we can go to this directory, cd usr sap s4q, then sys directory. Then we have the profile file, cd profile. In the profile, we will be having profile for particular instance. So now I am going to see the this. So we just go to vi editing this profile file s4q. So you can see here the complete information how the system is getting started. SAP system name is S4Q, system ID 21, instance number 21. What program it is going to call first? It is going to mention here.
Is there any tools easier to maintain such
Profile files. Yes, so we are going to see in our next lesson. We are having the T codes RZ10 and
difficult to open and to edit and
yes, yes. So
to save?
we don't have to save it at OS level. We have to save these files from the SAP application, from the T codes. Here I'm just showing you. So first is copy executable. This is the first program is going to call copy executable. So to copy the executable, we are having SAP CPE program. You can see here SAP CPE program. This is program is going to call, then it is going to start the dispatcher, then it is going to start the work process, dialog work process 32, 6 background, 3 update, then 2 spool. If we want to change anything, I can change. I don't want 32 work process, I want only 20 work process, I can change it here. Start, then it is going to start the application server, and then it is going to start the IGS and other things. Those things we will see in the next lesson, like how to change the profile file using RZ10 and RZ11. So before stopping an SAP system, we have to check the user sessions SM04. We have to check no background job is running. We have to check the update is not going on, and then we have to send a message that we are shutting down the system, and we have to make sure that no database backup is running.
So if I forget to run these T codes, the system will send me some messages
No, 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 no.
that are
You
some
can
background running in please check or
no,
please
no.
wait.
System is not going to send you any kind of message. So this is like precautionary setup. You can, like just now I have shut down at OS level, so system will not like warn you anything, because these are the application level things. If it is running, whenever you are going to shut down, it is not going to like give any kind of warning. So you have to like do the precaution before shutting down the system.
Mm.
So this is a general practice you have to do. Normally nobody does this kind of thing. They just create a system message that they are going to shut down the system. But the best practice is this one, because suppose some very good important activity is going on and you have restarted the system, then uh, there could be lot of issues in the landscape. So it is best practice. You have to check there is a no background job. Most companies what they does, they can suspend the background job also. So how to suspend the background job we can see now. Suppose this is the SAP system that I want to stop. Then I have to run the T code SM04, check users, how many users are logged in into the application server, if any background job is scheduled or not. So you can see here, I am just checking any background job is scheduled for today or not. No background job is scheduled. No background job is okay. Yeah. So here we are having released. Okay, we have to change the status here. Released and scheduled. So these jobs are released. Released means they are like released means they are waiting for the time. And when the time will arrive, suppose this job have to run at 10:45, then at 10:45 time they have going to run this particular job. So if I'm going to shut down the system for half an hour, these jobs got cancelled also. So what I can do, I can suspend the job. So you can see here I am going to run suspend a job. To suspend the job, we can run a T code SA38. We can we can use a program BTC TRNS1. It is mentioned here. BTC trans 2. So release jobs with status descheduled due to transport. If we want to suspend the job, we can suspend BTC trans 1. So I am going to suspend the with this move job with this status residual to due to upgrade. Jobs were suspended for the upgrade. So now job will not be cancelled. Jobs will not be cancelled. Jobs are suspended. and then after system start, I can just again reschedule those jobs. If we are not going to
It
perform,
will be reviewed or rescheduled from the beginning.
no, no, I have suspended. Suspended means those jobs are not going to be run now. So if I go to SM37, the jobs will be suspended. Suppose I want to shut down the system urgently. So I don't know who has created the job, at what time those jobs are going to run. I suspend the job. So that's why there should be no cancelled job. So now all the jobs are suspended. Release, suspend
دلوقتي
status.
على حاجة كل مرة تقولي لي بس سيب الباب مفتوح عشان بس الريكورد.
Okay, so now we have exercise number one, and we have to do exercise number one, and